Dear students, our today's topic of study is three address code for go-to statements, which is belong from subject compiler design in 6th semester. Myself, Mayank Namdev, assistant professor in computer science and engineering department, SIRT Bhopal. Today's outline of lectures are three address code, various types of three address code, structure of go-to statements, and various example based on go-to statements. So firstly, we start with the three address code. It is an intermediate code used by optimizing compilers to aid in the implementation of code improving transformation. Each three address code instruction has at most three operand and is typically a combination of assignment and a binary operator. In three address code is at most one operator on the right side of an instruction, that is no built up arithmetic expressions are permitted. If we take an example where expressions are given x plus y into z. So for represent these in the form of three address code, we apply the priority rule of operator between these. So the multiplication have higher priority than addition. So firstly, the multiplication can be solved, and we store these multiplication y multiply with z in a temporary variable t1. Now we try to solve or represent addition, which is x plus y into z, and y into z is already stored in t1. So x plus t1, which is stored in another temporary variable t2. So t1 and t2 are compiler generated temporary names or temporary variable. uh, Now we have various types of three address codes. First one is assignment statement, uh, in which uh, in which three operands in which two operands are connected as a binary operator, and this result is stored in assign in a variable x. Assignment statement is the form where operators are the type of unary operator. Another one is copy statement, in which a value of one can be assigned to value another value. uh, Unconditional and conditional jump. In unconditional jump, we have to jump, or we have to switch directly to statement L. And in conditional jump, if we want to switch from statement switch to statement L, then if we have to follow the condition between x and y. If condition is true, then we are able to switch to statement number L, otherwise we do not follow this. Another types of previous codes are procedure call, where functions and procedures can be used, where parameter x, if parameter x, then call p, otherwise return y. Array statements or index statement is a form of x is equal to y into y of I, or x of y is equal to I. And the last type of three address code is pointer or address statements, where x is equal to ampersand y and x is equal to pointer y, or a pointer x is equal to y. So all these are various types of three address code. In last lecture, we have studied about how to convert any assignment statement into form of three address code. Now in this lecture, we try to convert we try to implement conditional or unconditional jump or go to statement with the help of some predefined language rules. So firstly, what we mean by go to statement: source statement like if then else and while do cause jump in the control flow through three address code. So any statement in three address code can be given label to make it the target of a jump. But the target of a jump means, if we want to jump from one statement to another statement, then we can use go to statement or go to methods. As we already know, in programming there are conditional statement like if then, if else, nested if, and control loops, while, for, do while. All these are types of conditional and control loop. And as we already know, these are all these values are dependent on some condition. If condition true, we try our we perform our work, and if condition false, we do not perform our work, or whatever the condition was given in. So all these statements, conditional and control statements, can be represented by go to statements. So there are two types of go to statement. One is unconditional go to, and another one is conditional go to. In conditional go to, we do not apply any we do not apply any type of condition, and directly switch to another, or directly jump to another statements. Oh, so the statement go to L cause an unconditional jump to the statement with label L, means without any condition we directly go to statement which are labeled by L. And if X relational operator Y, means X and Y are connected with the help of some relational operator. If condition, if X and Y relate with this operator, and it returned in this condition return true, then we jump to go to, we jump to statement number L. Otherwise we follow our routine work. So cause a jump to L condition if and only if binary boolean condition is true. This instruction applies relational operator to X and Y and execute statement L. Next of X statement, X relational operator Y. If not, the three address statement following if X will go to S will executed next as in the usual sequence. So these are the two types of jump go to statement. First one is unconditional, and another one is conditional go to. Now we have taken some examples of programming structures. Firstly, we start with the if-else statement. We have taken example where if-else are given: if a less than b, then t equal to 1, else t equal to 0. If we want to convert this type of statements in the form of three address code, then we have to follow the foundation of three address code, means maximum three operands can be introduced in which, and one operator can be used. So if we want to convert this type of statements, then if a less than b, we have used here two operands a and b which are connected by operator less than. Then if condition, then go to, and which we are apply here label L. L means go to statement number 4. 4 is the statement of execute our true part, which is t equal to 1. And if this condition is not true, means a is not less than b, then we have to switch to else condition. We want to execute our false condition, which is t equal to 0. So statement number 2 we directly execute t equal to 0. And we already know that in if else statements, either one condition work, either true or either false, and if we execute any of them, then we can move to another segment of program. So for this we have write here go to 5 or go to next, which connect our program to another remaining program. After that we execute our true part, which is t equal to 1, or execute our true part, which is 2 equal to 1, and the 5 is the last statement of our three address codes, which are always blank, because this statement can connect our our current program to remaining program. So with the help of these code, we can with the help of these logic, we can convert our simple if else statement in the form of three address code. First is condition apply. If condition true, then we directly write here go to, or true or target or label of true statements. If condition false, then we directly execute our else part, and out of this program by writing go to 5 or go to next, and then we execute our true part, which is 2 equal to 1, then last statement. Now we have seen another if else example where two conditions are endly connected by end logic. If both these conditions are true, then we execute our true part, and if these conditions are false, then we execute our else part. As we already know that in AND logic, either one, if both conditions are true, we can able to we which are able to return true. Otherwise, either of condition is false, we cannot go to the true statements. So for this conversion, firstly we try to write a less than b in both condition in single statement. But we have seen there, if we write these whole statement in single line, then we what we have gained, we have gained that we have checked that there are four operands a b c and d which are not acceptable by three address code. So we break these into two parts. First is a less than b, another one is c less than. So firstly we check if a less than b. If this condition is true, then we check our another condition, which is c less than d. And if a less than b is false, then we try to execute our else part. So the execution of else part may be we directly write here, or we write after checking after check the second condition, where we have both two methods. So we write the statement as here we use condition unconditional go to 4 is the statement of false conditions. Now we check another part of our if condition, which is c less than d. So if c less than d, if these condition are true, which is checked after a less than b, if this condition are true, then we are able to execute our true part. So the statement of true part is written at the statement number 6. And if this condition is false, then we execute our else part, which is t equal to 0. So statement number 4, statement number 2 both represent same value. So we can write for with the help of conditional jump, go to 4 previously or at this location. After that we work on if else, means either if or either else work, and we connect with remaining portion of program, so which can be connected by with the help of go to next or go to 7 statement. And after that we execute our true part, which is 2 equal to 1, and 7 is the end of 3 address code statement. So with the help of AND logic, we both conditions are true, on the basis of both condition true, we are able to execute our true part. Now we check another examples of switch statements. As we already know, in switch is the extension of if else condition, where we have multiple choice options, means if we have multiple choice and in which only one conditions are execute, so which can be represented by various cases. In switch statement, the variable ch ch can be compared to case value. If ch equal to 1, then case 1 work. If ch equal to 2, then case 2 work. And either only one conditions, only one situation can be executed here. So to represent this in the form of 3 address code, firstly we compare our variable ch with case 1. So if ch is equal to case 1, then go to 4. 4 is the statement number of execute our true part, execute our case 1 statements. If ch is not equal to 1, then we want check another case, which is equal to 2. So we write here if ch is equal to 2. If this condition is true, then we try to execute our second case statement, which is c is equal to a minus b, where we have written here the statement number 7. If both these conditions are not if ch value is not equal to both these cases, then we execute we directly go to remaining portion of program or end of programs, which are written like we can write here either go to 9 or either go to next. Now we execute our case 1 statement, which is c is equal to a plus b. So for this, firstly we store a plus b into temporary variable c1 into t1, and now t1 is stored in c. And if we execute this statement, then we switch to our remaining portion. For this, with the help of statement, go to last or go to next. Now we execute our second statement, is equal to c is equal to a minus b. In the same manner, a minus b firstly stored at t2, and c is equal to t2, and 9 is equal to the remaining portion. So here we seen the statement number 4 represent the first part of our case 1 statement execute, and statement number 7 represent case 2 statement. So with the help of these conditional go to, we represent this switch statement. We have taken another examples of while do loop. In while loop, we already know while do work when both conditions are and conditions are true, then we can survive in another inner loop, or we can work on loop, or if condition is false, then we out of the loop, or we cannot execute these loop portions. For while statements, we are given two conditions, while a less than b and b greater than b. Do it, if I equal to 1, then c is equal to c plus 1. So in this question, we have already given while loop, and in while we have also given if else condition, and in else part also given another while loop. So for convert this into form of 3 address code, we firstly execute our while statement. While is also a form of condition, so all these, any type of condition, maybe are conditional statements or maybe a control loop, all these are represented with the help of conditional go to statements. So firstly we check if a less than b. If condition is true, we check b greater than d, because a is less than b and b greater than d are connected with the AND operator. If this condition is false, then we directly move out of here. Means we go to next or go to last, or go to last statement of our three address code, which is statement number 15. Now we check our second condition, which is b greater than t. So if b greater than t, if this condition is true, then we enter into our loop value. Otherwise we go out of this program by with the help of go to statement. If both conditions are true, then we want to execute our if portion. So in if statement, we have find that if a equal to 1, then we want to execute c is equal to c plus 1. We've already seen previously that when condition is true, we write for two part statement or level of the statement, and if condition is false, we directly execute our else part. So the value of else part can be represented by statement number 10. Now we execute our true part, which is t1 is equal to c plus 1 and c is equal to t1. Now if in while, if either of condition are execute, if or else, we again check our while loop. So while for performing this, we after execute our true if part, we we ninth statement, we write here go to 1, by which we can directly switch from statement number 9 to statement number 1. After that we execute our else part, where also which is also a portion of while statement, where while a less than equal to d. So here we check if a less than equal to d, go to 12, means the condition is true, we try to execute a equal to a plus b, and if this condition is false, means this else condition is false, then we again check our main while loop, so which is represented by statement number 1. Means if condition is true, then we switch to go to statement 12. If this statement is false, then we have to switch to go to jump to statement number 1. Now the in remaining portion is a we want to execute a equal to a plus b, so a plus b store in t2, a equal to t2. Now in this loop we again and again call these conditions. For this we write go to 10, means this is the inner while loop, this represent our main loop. So again and again we reach to our main loop, and if both of condition if else either work, we again switch to our main statement. So with the help of these methods we can convert our three address code in the while statement in the form of three address code. uh, Now we have taken another example for represent jump or go to statements. Here the example of do while loop. As we already know, do while is the just opposite of while do, where we first execute our statement. After that, we check our condition. So the structure of do while are look like do, and after we execute these two statements, and after that we check our condition. If condition is true, then we again execute these. If condition is false, we switch to our remaining portion or out of there. So to convert these in the form of three address code, we firstly initialize our two statement, which is firstly is prod equal to 0 and I equal to 1. Now we in do condition we firstly execute our these two statements. So by for execute these two statements, here we see we have on a 1D array ai and bi. So firstly we execute these two portions. So here a are the constant part and I is the variable part. So it can be represented with the help of array indexing. So in array indexing, t1 equal to 4 into I and t2 equal to a of t1, means constant followed by variable part. Now we have another array indexing which is b of I. So we also represent him, and the 4 into I represent by t3, and these t3 store represent by constant value which is by array b. So a of t1 represent array ai, a of t3 b of t3 represent array of bi. So now we execute this statement, which is prod equal to prod plus a of I into b of I. So here we seen that the precedence between these two operator plus and multiplication. So for firstly we solve this multiplication between a of I and b of I, and a of I is stored at t2 and b of I is stored at t4. So we use another temporary variable t5 which is stored t2 multiply with t4. Now this value added with prod. So prod t5 plus prod or prod plus t5 stored at t6, and lastly these result assigned to again prod. So prod equal to t6. So with the help of these statements we execute our statement prod equal to prod plus a of I into b of I. Now we again execute I equal to I plus 1. So I plus 1 is stored at t7 and I equal to t7. After that we check our condition, which is while I less than equal to 2 with the help of conditional go to. So we write here if I less than equal to 10, if condition is true we follow our do while loops condition. If condition is true, then we go to 3, means we again and again execute this statement. And if condition is false, we convert to we connect to our remaining portion, which is directly to go to next. Now we have another loop just opposite to do while, which is repeat until. In repeat until condition false, we execute our statements, we execute our loop part, and until condition true, we out of from we connect to the remaining portion. So for this convert like, so initialize with c is equal to 0. After that, in repeat until, we are also given an if else statements. So we execute in normal manner. So if a less than b, go to 4, means we execute our if part, which is x is plus plus, and if this condition is false, then we try to execute x minus minus. So we try to execute a t1 equal to x plus 1 and x equal to t1, which is denoted by statement number 1. So if condition is a less than b true, then we write here state go to 4. Now if either of the situation work, if or else, we execute our remaining portion of repeat loop, which is c plus plus, so which is denoted by statement number 9. So why we have right here, after execute true part, go to 9. Now we execute our else part, which is x minus minus, means x minus 1. So we write here t2, we use a temporary variable t2 which store x minus 1, and x store t2. Now we you execute c plus plus with the help of t3. You store c plus 1 and c store t3. So with the help of these statements, we execute our inner loop area, we execute our loop statements all the. Now the condition has given until c less than 5. This can be represented by this value, if c less than 5. And in repeat until, if condition is satisfies, condition is true, we are out of the loop. So if condition is true, we write go to 13 or go to next, and if condition is false, then we write here go to 2, means we again enter into the main loop. So to statement number 2 is the entry point of our loop area. Now we have taken another loop for the consideration for convert into form of 3 address code, which is for loop. As we know, in for loop, firstly we initialize any variable, after the condition check, and after that increment or decrement. Now we execute all these for loop with the help of 3 address code. Looks like, so firstly we initialize f equal to 1. After that, in for loop, we have seen that I is initialized with 2. Now the condition is I less than equal to x. We write this condition in two way. Firstly, we can write here in same manner, I less than equal to x, or we can write in another manner, I is greater than x. If I is greater than x, means this condition is false, and when this condition is false, we write we do not enter into our loop. So by this method we can write we can write here like, if I greater than x, then we write here go to 9. 9 is the last statement of our last statement of our 3 address code. So if this condition is true, means we apply opposite rule here. This condition true, we go to 9. And if this condition is false, means I less than equal to x, then we what we try to execute, we try to execute f equal to f plus 1. So we write f equal to f plus 1 like t1 equal to f into I, then f equal to t1. Then after condition check and initialize, we increment our value I plus plus. So for this, I plus 1 is stored in t2 and t2 is stored in I. And when these statements are executed, f equal to f into I in I plus plus, we again check our for loop. So for this, we write here go to 3. Go to 3 means we again check our condition. Is condition true, we if condition true, we go to the switch to next program, and if condition is false we enter into these loop. So these so here in this lecture we have discussed about the various types of conditional statements and control loops. So how to represent these in the form of three address code. Okay, thank you students.